At para naman sa ating entertainment news ngayon, this is very special because today we are thrilled to have a special guest with us. An incredibly talented artist who's been making waves in the music scene with her unique sound and style. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for Tiggi Hawke! Hey Tiggi, welcome to the Philippines and welcome to CLTV36. I'll give you an opportunity to greet everyone, your fans, your family, your friends, and if you have a special someone, you can greet.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I hope I say this right, mabuhay. Thank you so much for having me, and I am so excited to be in the Philippines for the first time. And yeah, it's been amazing so far. So
yes, have you tried the local food in Manila, in the Philippines, or specifically here in our province, Pampanga?
I have, and I have heard that this is the province for food. I've been told this is the place for food. So I have actually tried quite a few things. I'm sure I've missed a ton of stuff, but I think my favorite so far was the sisig, which was so good. It's like I could eat dishes. Like dishes of that.
So as you all know, sa lahat po nanonood, almost all Filipinos are fan of music or can sing. But I think I'm part of the how many percent who doesn't, okay? So Tiggi, I want to know, how's your music journey? When did it start?
Well, it started when I was quite young. If you ask my mom, she'll say that it was like before, but I don't have evidence of that. So we'll just take it from what we know. I started writing music for myself and then other people when I was still in school. And I never thought it could be a career. I just loved it, and I loved the freedom it gave me artistically and the expression that I'd had in that area, which I didn't have in other parts of life. So I just kept doing it. I ended up kind of meeting people who could help me get into the industry, and it snowballed from there, and I love it. I can't imagine my life any different. I tried. I thought maybe I should have become a lawyer, and then I thought, no, you can't. I'm bad at arguing, so I just would be terrible at it anyway.
Well, it's true that music gives you creative freedom. But now I'm very curious, what is the genre of music that you're producing or writing?
Well, for myself, my projects, I kind of call it electro-pop, but alternative.
Okay.
Alternative electro-pop. So I get to sit between genres, and I get to take inspiration from different genres, mix them up, shake them up, see what comes out. It's not always good. But and then I write other genres as well, like pop, dance, EDM, K-pop also. So I really get to lean into other genres and look through someone else's perspective as well. If it's for another artist, I get like, so how would they look at this? How could this story be for them? And then for my project, it's more, of course, self-centered, egotistical.
I also want to know, what can you say about Filipino music, or have you heard some, artists here in the Philippines?
I have. I've actually covered Lola Amore's Raining in Manila.
Okay.
It's a banger. Like, it's musically so intricate as well. Not just like the hook is catchy, the vibe is amazing. And when I got to Manila for the first time, it was raining, and I felt very welcomed by Manila. I was like, this is what they were talking about. I can feel it now.
So right now, do you have an upcoming music or album, or are you preparing for something big or huge?
Well, always. Yes, I do have some new songs that will be coming out soon. A couple of them aren't ready yet, so I'm still working on them, but hopefully they'll be coming out in the next couple of months. I'm gonna do singles, not necessarily an album. And then hopefully I'll be coming back to the Philippines in September and December for some shows. I mean, especially in December, there's a music festival, that I am a part of in New Clark City Athletic Stadium. So I'm very excited about that. There's going to be some amazing artists there as well, and it's the atmosphere. I can picture already. It's going to be incredible.
Yes. So Who inspires you, or what inspires you to do music?
Life. No, like, you know, it's very cliche, but actually, you know, making your way through life and the experiences. And I'm always fascinated by how other people can relate to music. So sometimes I try and keep my music a little ambiguous. So it's not like, oh, when I was 16, I fell in love with this person and they broke my heart. Like I try to kind of make it so that while it means something to me, it can also mean something to someone else. And I'm not dictating what they feel about it. So that kind of challenge I love, and then kind of taking inspiration from my life and my friends' lives. I won't lie to you. Sometimes I hear something, I'm like, well, that's a song title. So there's always a factor of reality in the songs. But like I say, it's always nice when someone can hear it and think, oh, that's written for me. And of course it is in a way as well. So from everywhere, short answer.
I know everyone wants to know, do you have any particular rituals or routines before performing or recording a music?
Recording, not so much. Sometimes I don't even warm up properly, which is not good. Don't do that. But performing, obviously, because it's a lot more kind of high tension, I still get nervous. I feel like it's a good thing though, because if I wasn't nervous, I wouldn't care. Do you know what I mean? So
same.
Yeah. So it's just, you kind of you feel the nerves. You're like, okay, it's actually a good thing. But to kind of level it out, my band and I had a quite strange ritual, which involves a lot of press-ups and a lot of planks in the green room. And I've gotten really good at holding a plank in heels. So if you see us come on stage and we're already kind of sweaty, you know what we did. We were working out just a little bit to get the blood flowing and all that.
So how about the songwriting process? How do you like approach it? How do you start? How do you get your subject for the songwriting process?
It varies a lot, but if I was to kind of say my favorite process, I really enjoy having a concept first. I like to know where I'm headed. So it does depend though on, you know, 'cause sometimes the music starts coming together and you think, oh, actually this is not gonna work for that, but something else could. So I really like knowing where the story is going to be ending. So this is the hook, this is the title of the song, and this is what I want to write about. And then I like to kind of build around it in that way. So you know, melodies and lyrics kind of come to me after, and I love writing with other people as well, because you know, when I say, oh, let's write about X means so many different things to so many different people. So sometimes their perspective, and often their perspective, is so interesting and something that I haven't thought of. And they'll come up with a melody or, you know, a line, and it's just so nice to bounce off of someone and kind of build a song together. And it often is so much better than something I could make by myself, you know.
So have you collaborated with any other artists recently, or who would you love to collaborate with in the future?
Well, I mean, I don't want to name drop Lolo Amor again, but I would love to collaborate with them. You know,
okay.
If you see this. But
let's get it on.
Yeah, yes.
So what's the one thing you've learned through your musical journey? What do you wish you knew when you started?
I think authenticity has been the biggest challenge for me. When I started, when I quite like younger, and I was quite fresh, I was a little naive, and I was looking back on it quite honestly, a little too willing to take advice. Obviously, take advice, but I was a little too willing to be pushed into different directions. So I ended up in a space that I loved, but wasn't where I envisioned myself to be. And it took me a while to get the confidence to push my way back to what I kind of dreamt about and what I really, really wanted to be writing, singing, and performing. So I think authenticity for me has been a big challenge, and it's but the confidence in that as well. And it slips. There's slips. Like, I'm still working on it. Like, this is a journey with no end, I think.
Yes, that's very nice. So what are your goals for the next phase of your music career?
My goals are to really connect with people on a different level, and I think that was one of my main goals in coming to the Philippines is I wanted to connect with the fans that I have already, and I wanted to connect with new people, but in a face-to-face environment, you know, not kind of over the miraculous internet situation, which is amazing, and of course, you know, we love to see it, but it's really making those connections with people that makes my job, my art, make sense to me.
Right now, I'll give an opportunity to invite everyone, shout out your fans to visit your Spotify, like the music on Spotify, so they'll be able to see you and hear your very, very, very unique and beautiful music.
Thank you very much. Well, yes, my music is available on streaming platforms, including Spotify. And please, I would love for you to join me on my musical journey into the weird and wonderful areas of my mind. So I'm on social media as well with Tiggi Hawke, and I hope to see you there.